Hey there, thanks for tuning in. If you're like me, a space nerd, then you must know what just happened, because history has just been made. SpaceX down in Boca Chica launched their Starship serial number 10. But if you remember, serial number 9 was about a month ago, like exactly. And we're kind of being spoiled by SpaceX by asking them when hop. But if you recall in history, spaceflight don't really happen that frequently. Like, major events, like such a large vehicle launching would be like 3 or 5 years apart of each other. So a month, that is crazy. And what is the most craziest step that happened? Is that serial number 10 sticks the landing. Am I saying it correctly? Serial number 10 sticks the landing. I'm gonna show you something. Look at this. This is a real handmade prototype of serial number 10. Though it looks rough and doesn't have heat shields and doesn't have engines or something, it's really just a handmade prototype. But it looks pretty good. And I do wanna do a big shout out to SpaceX team in Boca Chica and serial number 10. Great job. So what happened is that SpaceX launched serial number 10, like pretty obviously to 10 kilometers. But if you recall from serial number 8 and 9's flight, what didn't really happen is the final landing. But what really happens is the 2 of the 3 Raptor engines reignite and then performs a landing burn. In serial number 8's circumstance, it's basically the oxygen header tank losing pressure, which the landing did fail after that. For serial number 9, it's basically much more simpler, since they replaced the hot gas in the COPVs to helium. That header tank problem is kind of solved, but the issue is actually really about one of the Raptor engines not really igniting properly. And then one of the fans tweeted to Elon Musk saying like, why don't we reignite 3 of the 3 engines? And Elon was like, oh, we didn't really think about that, and that's probably a great solution. So that is what they do with serial number 10, and that was fabulous. So I'm just gonna demonstrate what happened using this model. The Starship was falling like that, and then what happens is the body flaps folds in, and at the same time, the 3 Raptor engines ignites like that, and it flips the vehicle over like that, and then 2 of the Raptor engines shut down, and the vehicle just adjusts itself to a vertical and upright position for a landing like that. Serial number 10 sticks the landing. It was gorgeous. I was literally shouting out in the metro. Like, people were literally like, what the heck is he doing? But guys, this is history making. We are one step closer to Mars. This is crazy, guys. So that might be the only thing that has been changed in flight profiles between serial number 8, 9, and 10. That was actually super satisfying watching that. So if you haven't watched that, go click on SpaceX's feed on serial number 10. It is amazing. But the one thing that they didn't really show is the explosion like 6 minutes after the landing. Like, the landing was magnificent. It happens. And then, but there seems to be a leak of methane on the pad, which, if you recall to the circumstance of serial number 4, you might know that is not a good sign. That means methane has been leaking out from the vehicle, and if it meets anything that's hot or generally warm, it can explode the entire thing. And that is what happens. About 6 minutes after the vehicle lands, it just blew up, because the methane just hits something randomly that is hot or warm, and the vehicle's gone. So my theory would be, first of all, it could be the landing legs being tipped over, and then pieces fall into the engines. That causes a leak in the methane tank. That's one of the possibilities. Possibility number 2 is that the landing was actually a bit harder than expected. So the vehicle hit the ground pretty hard, and then it causes like a squeeze in the tank, and then the little things opens up a leak in the methane tank, and then the methane leaks out. Well, that doesn't matter. Like, what I'm saying is, like, who cares what happens to the vehicle after it lands? Guys, it lands! Come on, that is the point, okay? I'm just like speechless, guys. This is crazy. Like, nothing in the world has happened like that. and I believe this just opens up a new era of spaceflight. And then talking about improvements they can make up to the next flight, for serial number 11, I think it's basically just to smooth out the landing process again. Like, to make a even more smoother touchdown than serial number 10. That way we can like save the vehicle, no methane leaks, no booms anymore. Even though if you look back into serial number 8 and 9, and then 10 actually has a better belly flop than any of them. It was much more controlled, more stable. I think they've done a good job on this. Really. SpaceX, you rock. Serial number 10, you rock. And really, Elon, you rock. And really looking forward to how serial number 11 performs. And that's it. Thanks for watching. See you. Bye.